Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Gold Diggers podcast. We are back. We took a break last week because it was Carnival Monday. Some of us were outside shaking our nyash at Eden. Not me. Person next to me shaking her nyash at Eden. If you think you saw me there, you didn't. But yeah, we are back. A lot has happened since we left, and if you haven't been able to tell already, we've got two guys here without wigs. So yeah, we actually have men on the podcast. And a couple of you have spoken about us not having men on the podcast, calling us sexist, saying, oh, you never want to bring men on, blah, blah. Now we got some men, all right? We got some men. But before we introduce them, you are here with me, your host, at Anita by me on all social media platforms. And Moyo's back.
Yes, I'm back. I took a month off, kind of. But I'm back.
Must be nice.
Please, I was working.
I'm not gonna lie, you came back on the worst time, but it's fine.
I'm not gonna lie, I cycled to get here. Not all the way. Please.
Oh,
I know you guys keep thinking, of course. Twice. I take it twice.
People go on line bikes naked. I don't know how you do this. I tell you all the time. People ride that bike naked.
Sorry, me and that bike were like this.
Bro, the butt juice is on there.
Oh my.
It is what it is at this point.
Crazy.
I'm one with the bike at this point. So.
All right. Shy?
Shy at Shy Carter.
Shy has some words for the referee between Arsenal and Brighton, but we'll come to that. We'll come to that. Now, introducing T4 and Sanch from Field of Play.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be here.
See, this is
That might be the best
fantastic.
reception we've ever given guests.
No.
I'll be wrong.
Legit.
Nah.
That is tell us a little bit about yourselves, guys. Tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Yeah.
Take the reins, go on.
This guy, man. Nah, man. Yeah, me and Sanch, we've been doing our podcast for over 2 years now. Just chopping it up about everything that goes on in the world of football, man. So yeah, just glad to be with you guys here today. Chop it up properly, man.
And for all that don't know, sorry, which team do you guys support?
Okay. So that's what we're doing.
I'm just
didn't wanna go
asking.
straight into it.
It's nice to have some support.
We're
Our
United
audience
fans.
are aware of the teams we support.
Oh no, 100%,
Yeah.
100%. We're United fans.
Nice.
We're United fans.
Nice.
Do you know what? For the first time, we actually have more United fans than any other fans in the room.
Yeah.
So that's
never
actually a
happens.
first.
On the worst day.
Moya's always holding it down on her own, or Mariam's on her own,
Boy.
so Gal's on their own. So on the worst day, you guys kept holding it down. Held 3 in your gash against Liverpool. Wow.
What's the aggregate score?
Why are we talking about? It's one. It's
Like, what are we doing
game
here?
week 3. We're not talking about
don't get it.
forever. It's game week 3.
Why do you guys owe the league 3 goals in
Okay.
Dublin?
Okay, that's what we're
Thank
doing.
you, Shay.
You're welcome.
Okay.
But can you
We've
answer
not
the
even
question?
started. We've not even started.
How can you be owing 3 goals already?
Just a poor result. Do you know what I mean? That's what it is.
So you bought Marcus Delight for what?
Marcus who?
Delight.
The who?
Number 1, yeah. Matthias, yeah. has started one game, yeah.
And
started one game.
he actually played well.
Yeah, I thought it was
Played
decent.
well, but
Yes.
you
he
conceded
played
3
well,
goals.
bro.
Oh,
Like,
come on, Shy.
are we gonna do that?
You're
He
better than
played
this.
well.
No, I'm not.
That's in fact, it's true.
No, but we could get at it though.
But you know what it is? Yeah, I'm giving her more than she's not better than this. This is actually on
It's,
brand.
yeah, okay. It's good to know. It's good to know.
Sorry, Anita, go ahead.
No problem. That was sensational. The cookings will be had in this session. All right. So firstly, we've got a bit of a game for you guys. Anyone that comes on, we got to give you 75 seconds to have this quiz all about Man United. You guys can work together because I didn't tell you guys beforehand. My bad. But 75 seconds. How well do you know Manchester United? How many do you think you can get in 75 seconds?
Oh, let me get a timer.
How many are there?
Yeah.
There's quite a few.
How long are the questions?
Huh? How long are the questions? They're not that long. And I've got multiple questions for you, multiple choice answers for you as well.
Cool.
Just in case you need them. But if you don't need them.
I think we can.
Yeah,
You think you'll be all right?
So it depends how far you're trying to go.
That's the hard ones first. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Timer ready? If you need the options, just say options, okay?
Cool.
3, 2, 1. Who are Man United's oldest rivals?
Liverpool.
Wrong.
That's what I don't want to say. You know?
What were Man United originally called?
Newton Heath.
Correct.
Jeez.
What were Man United? Oh, I've already asked that question. My bad. We'll take that off to 75 seconds. Before coming to Manchester United and before becoming a Man United manager in 1998 or 1986, which club did Alex Ferguson previously manage?
Aberdeen.
Correct. How many red cards did Roy Keane receive in English football?
Could be anything.
Do you want me to give you the options?
Yeah.
9, 13, 20, 16.
16.
Incorrect, 13. In what year was the club founded?
EA.
Nah, I know this.
Do you want the options?
Yeah,
1800, 1832, 1878, 1904.
1878.
Correct.
Nice.
What's on the club's logo?
Devil.
Correct.
God
Gosh.
forbid.
Can you imagine? In what year was the current women's team formed?
Time's up.
Oh, would you have got that though?
Options?
That is shameful.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the answer, Moyo?
Nah, it's
Yeah, what's the answer, Moyo?
It's 2017.
2018.
18. Sorry. It's 2018 and 2018.
Moyo.
Sorry.
I think you got about like what, 3?
Yeah.
Oh, they were actually tough. Let me know.
They were
tough.
tough. No, it's because you were chatting shit before. I had easier questions. You guys were like,
moved
we
some
got
to the top.
needed. I moved it to the top instantly.
Fairs.
Yeah. Look at you drinking your fanta. Yeah.
I'm parched.
Not gonna lie, those questions were a little bit hard. I did you guys dirty, but it is what it is. You got 3. We'll put you on our leaderboard.
So where do
Ella's
we...
still top, isn't she?
Ella's top. Ella got like what?
At least
I
7.
remember seeing. Yeah.
She got bare.
She was, yeah.
She was going like. It
that's a
was
super
ridiculous.
Yeah, I think the options slowed us down.
You didn't need the options. You said you didn't need them. Did Ella get the options?
Nope.
She didn't ask for no options.
Sometimes you didn't even finish the question.
Okay.
Hey, if you know it, you know it. If you
We'll
got
be
it,
back.
you got it.
We'll run it back.
Don't worry. We'll run it back next leg.
We shall. Next leg. Next leg.
All right. So, Man United played Liverpool this weekend. Now, I've been away in Liverpool for the whole week, so I don't know exactly what happened in that match. But it seems like everybody around me can tell me or paint a vivid picture. And Moyo, we're going to start with you.
Oof.
And how you found the match and why you've been consistently saying that Casemiro should be in jail. Let's start there.
There's a lot of people at the club that should be in jail. To be honest, I could start there. Manager included. It's a tricky one, yeah, because I feel like we're in this situation because post FA Cup final of last season, yeah, it's like everyone forgot the season that had happened. And then we're just like, how can we sack this man that's just brought us our second trophy in 2 years? Like, is this not what we want? Yeah, I didn't even look at you, but you were in my line of vision.
Well, it's both of us, you know.
Yeah,
Don't just...
I know.
Oh,
Sanch is
cool.
involved.
Okay.
It's the 2 of you, I know. And I feel like, I was like, after we won that, I was like, thank you for this trophy and see you later. But people, we didn't have to detach ourselves anymore. And we've detached ourselves from other managers for less. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I feel like going into this season, I was not confident that what we were bringing to the table was going to be any different from last year. I feel like last season, our whole thing was like, Lisandro wasn't fit, yeah? And whatever you think about Lisandro, we all know that Ten Hag's game plan starts with him, yeah? And if Lisandro is not playing well, the whole team is not going to play well. The offense starts from him. And he's not looked himself for the past 2 games, yeah? And then you just look at the rest of the setup. I think the only 2 people that could say, yeah, I've been good for all of the games I played are Dallo and Mazraoui. That's it. Okay. The rest of them, I'm not.
And Ahmad.
Yeah, and Ahmad.
Apart from last game, yeah.
Yeah, like, I think the team does not have enough people in it within the structure that you can say, guaranteed, yeah, these 3 are going to hold their shape. Guaranteed, these 4 are going to hold their shape. And guaranteed, the front 3 are going to be constantly attacking. I think they all look nervous. They all look timid. And that's something we saw yesterday. They lost the ball. I'm not joking. Before that first goal happened, they lost the ball at least 20 times before then. Like, genuinely, they were losing the ball under no pressure. And I feel like when you're starting like that, I'm telling you now, the only way is down. The Trent goal should have woken them up and said, cool, let me be serious now. Like, because it's funny, first 5 minutes, we actually looked threatening.
We looked decent.
I was like, all right, like, this might be how we played them in the FA Cup last year. Because I feel like in that game, we started quick. But no, I'm telling you now, yeah, I actually think 3-0 was flattering in the end. I don't know if it's just me. I actually think they could have scored more.
Robertson said at the end that he feels like
Robertson's just shut, man. We're not trying to hear from him. There's certain people we don't mind hearing from.
Yeah, we're not
Robertson,
really trying to
please
hear
allow
from
it.
him and Van Dijk.
Yes.
Talking rubbish.
Sorry.
Okay.
Wait, why are you not trying to hear from Van Dijk?
I'm just not.
Yeah, it's actually that simple. I'll be real. Van Dijk's always
It's
doing a
unfortunate.
lot.
Did you see what Van Dijk said to Lisandro? Try that with me.
And sorry, do you know why that didn't even
And
make any
Lisandro went
sense?
to him anyways, though.
let
Let's
me-
not forget that.
The statement
To do what?
The
He went
statement
to
does
him.
not
To
even
look
make
up.
sense. In what situation? In what situation? Yeah, will Lisandro be tackling Van Dijk? I actually want to know. Where would they be on the pitch? Yeah, that Lisandro will be tackling Van Dijk.
Can we just admit that he has anger issues?
Nah, bro. Van Dijk's
It's
just a
not
knee.
about.
Like,
He isn't. He isn't.
Van Dijk is
Lisandro-
a knee.
Lisandro
funny,
reminds me of the Tasmanian devil.
Get off here, man.
He does.
Van Dijk's just a knee, innit? Let's be real.
He's
He
a
is.
good.
He's saying do that to me.
Whether he's a Nick or not, he's a damn good defender.
Yeah, he is. And so is Lisandro.
No,
Yeah,
he
he
isn't.
is.
In your opinion. In your
Shy.
opinion.
Shy.
We know what's going on here today.
Even if
we
he
know what's
hasn't,
going on
even
here
if he
today.
hasn't played well at
I'm
setup, you
not
can't lie and say
thinking
No,
he's
it's
a
calm.
defender. He
It's
is.
calm.
I think
Because
Do
we'll
you
get
think-
on to them.
She
Do
doesn't even
you
believe it, man.
think
We'll get onto
that
them.
Lisandro Martinez is top 5 centre backs in the Prem?
Sanch will throw that.
I'm gonna have to think, but also sorry.
Moyo, we're gonna throw it to Sanch.
Sorry, go.
Well, I think there's an argument. He might not make the top 5, but that does not make him not a great centre back.
Agreed.
Do you know what I mean?
Agreed.
I don't know about great. I think, in all honesty, agenda aside, he's terrible at defending space.
This is not agenda aside, though.
No, this is. This
I can
is,
say agenda
this
aside,
is-
then just straight
this,
agenda.
This is agenda aside, because if I wanted to run an agenda, I could have been nasty. But now I'm being honest. He is not good at defending space. Like, you sort of drag Lisandro out into wide channels away from the centre of his box, and he's so easy to get.
I don't think he's not good at defending space, though. I think he is. Sometimes he's over rash, yeah, and I think he is trying to be. He's trying to be the front-footed defender out of the two.
Obviously, with his height.
Yeah,
No,
it's the truth. Yeah,
He's not that small. I swear to you.
no, he is.
He's
For,
small,
well,
so-
for a centre back anyway.
yeah, he's small.
And I think in that position, there's a cap because of that height. And it's unfortunate. But I think I do agree with you in that them wide channels and the spaces, he's not great.
This is why you guys should have just stuck him left back.
No,
No,
That's even worse.
I've
out
actually
there.
seen.
He's
We've
even-
actually seen him there with our
No,
two
it's
eyes.
even worse, even
Nah.
worse.
One-on-one.
Hashtag no, please.
No.
And so I forget there's a cap on him. But to say he's not, at the very least, a good centre back, I think it's a stretch too far.
So maybe my eyes is just used
Your
to
agenda is just shining through.
I feel like your agenda really clouded you because at one point, I think 2 seasons ago or last season, one of the two, he was definitely one of the best defenders.
2 seasons ago. Last
It was 2
season, he
seasons ago,
just
innit?
In A&E, yeah, 24.
Yeah, and you could say that he was one of the best
He
defenders
was
in
one
the
of
league.
the 100%.
110%. Without doubt.
I have nothing to say. Let's move on.
All right, cool. T4, we haven't heard from you, bro. How did you find the match against Liverpool? And obviously, for our viewers that don't know, T4 is Ten Hag in. And so is Sanch.
Yeah.
Sanch
But to be fair-
Sanch doesn't know at this point.
Sanch
I'm not
is-
gonna lie.
She got me.
He looks a bit shaky.
If you asked him 5 months ago, he would have been 10 Hag in. He doesn't
Do you know what? I asked you when
got
we
me.
all linked up, and you weren't really saying much. You were just like,
She got me. I'll let you go, bro.
Nice.
I'll let you go, bro.
Yeah, no. It's easy, innit, right now to... Not even right now, to be honest, because, like, off the back of the FA Cup victory, when we obviously won it and the dust had settled and they were doing their review, etc., I could understand it going either way. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I could understand him getting sacked at that point because the season wasn't good enough. But at the same time, I understood him staying because he won another trophy, innit? Cool. When we look at trophies and league positions, we all know how it is in terms of what's determined as success, etc. But when you win 2 trophies in 2 years, it's like, from my view, where I've been very critical with different managers and different processes in the past, this gaffer, I've actually said to myself, cool, it's gonna get bad before it gets good, innit? And at the minute, it's bad, innit? Like, it is bad. No, it
At
is
the
bad.
minute, it's been bad for an hour.
It's been bad for a hot sec, let me not lie.
But then when you win a trophy,
It's not enough.
It isn't enough, but that doesn't constitute.
Jose won bigger trophies
in the first season. So we actually have to caveat. I actually don't like when people
we have
say
to
when
clarify.
Jose won.
No, but at the
when
end
Jose won the trophies in
let her
the
land.
first season and didn't win any for the 2 years after.
Okay, but he won a Europa League.
Wow.
He did not finish 8th. Let's have it right, As much as I can banter you guys, you lot are Manchester United Football Club.
We know that.
Excusing 8th place
glad you
over a fucking FA Cup. Over an FA Cup.
I'm not excusing it.
You
I haven't
are.
landed.
You are excusing
landed,
it.
though.
You said I could see how could it go either way. Ten Hag should have walked.
In your opinion.
Which is correct.
No, it's not. It's not. Because at the end of the day,
No problem.
Because at the end of the day, as you know, we had the worst injury crisis that we've probably ever had.
Liverpool had a
come
bigger
on,
injury
man.
crisis.
People don't see things as they want to see it, which is cool.
Chelsea had an
Do you
injury
get what-
crisis. I
Not-
mean,
not as bad as us. Not as bad as us.
What?
Not as bad as us, bro.
Chelsea.
Go on.
Our injury crisis from last season.
Worse than ours.
We finished 12th.
That's because of your players
love
and
it,
things.
love it.
Let's
Our
be
players
real.
were injured. They were in A&E.
Our season.
You finished above us.
Last season?
Yes.
You finished above
Oh,
us.
the season before. Sorry, I'm still in the, last
gonna
season.
say,
The season
yeah.
before that, we finished 12th.
Nah, but I'm talking about last season though.
Okay.
Last season, our injury crisis was
from health,
crazy,
yeah,
innit?
yeah.
But what
Cool.
I'm saying is-
So from where I'm sitting,
Yeah.
I'm like, cool. I'm trying to take. Bear in mind, yeah. I'm trying to take in the positive as a fan will, innit?
But shouldn't your
There's no
standards be
positives.
different? So when Chelsea won the Champions League, won the Club World Cup, we got to 2 finals in Wembley. We lost those, but we got there anyway. Thomas Tuchel had a great start, but injuries done him halfway through the season. And then the next season, he got sacked. That should be the expectation of Man United
he got
Football
sacked
Club.
because of his poor start to the season, no?
He got sacked because of his poor start to the season, yes, but it all led up from the last season.
Yeah, 100%.
And all the results
But you
are
haven't
coming
asked
from
me.
there.
You haven't asked me where does the buck stop. You haven't
Where
asked
does-
me.
okay,
do you
where
get
does
it?
the buck
So
stop
so
for
it's
you?
like right now we had a conversation prior today, and I'm saying to him that like I was going into this season thinking certain things have to change ASAP. So let me give you an example. So yesterday when I saw Ahmad got benched, I said prior to me seeing that lineup that if that happens. I'm already looking at you. I'm already looking at you like.
Surprised, though.
I'm already looking at you like, this isn't good enough, innit? And I know what we
wasn't
need.
surprised.
But things like that, it's gonna make me come to a decision very, very quickly in terms of what I see for the manager. Because let's be real here, like everyone wants to say, he should have been sacked and whatever, and that's cool, bro. But you've got to remember the circumstances that Ten Hag found himself in. Let's be real here. In terms of, forget about injuries, in terms of the different challenges he had to face last season. Like, things that other managers haven't had to deal with,
Like
bro.
what?
Players that are Ronaldo, Sancho,
That's nothing new at any football club.
that's nothing new. Ronaldo coming out.
You've
never had a player
United
of
are
the
not-
caliber of Ronaldo.
Okay,
to understand.
yeah,
Of the caliber, fair.
Of the caliber of Ronaldo,
but
to understand.
That's not
fair.
the
Go
point
on,
I'm
go on.
making. Manchester United aren't the first or the last club to isolate a big star
That's not how
in
it went,
order for
though.
the team to move forward.
That's not how it went, though. That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't really understand from an Arsenal's perspective how it is for a player
I
like
personally
Ronaldo.
think you guys are making excuses
You can
for
say
a
that, and that's
manager
fine,
that's
but-
absolutely shocking.
No, but that's fine, though. But what I'm saying to you is facts. Like,
It's not facts,
It
it's
is
opinion.
facts.
It is-
No,
that is
Ronaldo
facts,
coming
though.
in
Yeah.
and like it goes without saying. Do you know-
Ronaldo thing was actually more insane, by the
Do you
way,
get what I'm
because
saying, bro?
In the build-up to the incident, you guys don't understand. He was starting all. I kid you
Every
not.
game.
The 5 games prior to it happening, he started
So
all
it's
of them.
Ronaldo's fault as to why Manchester United season
I'm giving
went
you different
downhill.
reasons,
Oh,
though.
shy.
And you're
Like,
nitpicking.
it sounds so silly
No, I'm
to
giving
me.
you different reasons. You're nitpicking.
He's given reasons.
It's Ronaldo's fault. It's Sancho. Sancho got sent to the mountains. He didn't come back well. He went to Dortmund. Oh my God, the mental health of our team, we can't cope. It's bullshit, bro.
Yeah, but-
Ten Hag, the simple fact is, Eric Ten Hag is not good enough. That's the bottom line, point blank, period. You lot are sat here making excuses like you support bloody, no offense, Aston Villa or Leicester City, bro. The guy's shit.
Shout out those fans.
Your opinion.
Shout out Leicester. That's
Your
the Villa
opinion.
fans.
No problem.
Because at the end of the day,
Okay, but you haven't answered the question
Go
though.
on.
When does the buck stop? So you said if he continues making decisions like putting Ahmad on the bench, but
starting players that everyone can see. Even like let's be real here. Old Trafford, we know when things have to just He got booed yesterday, bro. We don't do that to managers, you know.
Yes, you guys do.
Go on.
No, I think we
Go
Ten
on,
Hag.
You booed Ten Hag before.
No, but he's been largely
100%.
but he's been largely, I'll be real, he's been largely clapped. They clapped him, yeah, after the 7. I kid you not.
Ten Hag doesn't get fingered,
after that 7-0, yeah, they were booing the players and clapping my man.
when he was coming off.
Okay.
Ten Hag doesn't get.
Anita, can I ask you a question?
Is it a question for Anita? Or is
No,
it
it's a question
it
for
for me
Anita.
or for
Because
everybody?
clearly, these lot, I don't know, I feel sorry for them. Could you lose 7-0
Nah.
to Arsenal
Nah.
and your manager still
Nah.
have the job come
Nah.
next season?
Nah. We lost 3-1 to you guys and they were writing Lampard's P45. Sorry. Nah. Can't happen.
Yeah, but I think
Nah.
it's easy to be like, could you this, could you that? Yeah, because Wenger held 8-2 and he still continued.
So how was
He
that?
also held 6-0.
That's what I'm saying. And
How
it's
was
still
that though?
continued.
No, let-
game.
The
let-
situation-
the question
no,
is
I
invalid.
won't answer that. You cannot compare Arsene Wenger to Eric Ten
you
Hag,
moved the
bro.
goalpost.
You can't.
So you moved the goalpost.
That's
Thanks for the
fine.
question,
can't.
though.
So we
Thanks
can
for the
compare the
question.
losses.
You can't.
But we can compare the losses.
You can't.
Oh, cool.
But at the end of the
8-2
day,
is calm now then, because it's
Pardon?
Wenger. 8-2 is
That's what I'm
calm because it's
saying.
Wenger.
yeah, it's calm because
but it's
Wenger
the
won
principle.
Arsenal Premier League titles.
Okay.
It's the principle.
That's-
Oh, but
that's
Ten
the
Hag won
difference.
us a trophy that
Carabao Cup and FA Cup.
and the following season as
But
well.
you're saying it's the
Apply
principle.
standards.
saying the principle, though.
You're
Apply
saying it's the principle,
standards.
though.
Apply
I don't
standards.
care, but you started the
Do you know what?
conversation
Yeah,
on
at the end of the day,
Go
it's
on.
not my club. You guys keep your manager that finished 8th place.
And
this
you keep your
season,
manager
when you
that don't
finish,
win nothing.
when you finish ninth.
Let's get into Brighton, man.
First of all, sorry, 1 second. Sorry, Moyo. Wait,
Oh,
1
no,
second.
wait. This is coming like backtrack.
Let's
Can we-
set the record straight. Let's set the record straight. Arteta has 1 trophy at Arsenal.
Yeah, but
let's start trophy.
Community Shield, you
Trophy.
taking that?
No, wait.
Okay.
Taking the Community Shield.
So, sorry,
Know your level.
sorry.
You should
1
take it, you should
second.
take
At the end of the day, when you guys do your trophy honours with Liverpool,
Fair.
why is your Community Shield
We're-
counted in it?
We're going
Okay,
shameless.
so we
We're
should-
going
so we should-
shameless.
Okay,
Community Shield
so
Sorry.
should we take them out?
But Ten Hag won bigger trophies than your gaffer, so what are we saying there?
What, FA Cup?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Carabao
but my
Cup.
thing is,
Carabao
yeah,
Cup is not bigger than FA
What
Cup.
about the Community Shield?
Apply shame.
Community Shield to the...
Did you win the Community Shield?
I'm saying Community Shield to the Carabao Cup. Which one's bigger?
Same difference.
Oh, come on,
Thank you. I said we're being shameless tonight.
Thank
But wait,
you.
hold on. But my thing is,
We're being shameless tonight.
and this
We're
is
being
coming from
shameless
someone
tonight.
that is Ten Hag out, by the way. Yeah, you
She
can't
said
finish
yes.
8th and keep your job. But Arteta finished 8th and kept his job.
And in my opinion, Arteta should have walked. That's the difference between me and you.
No,
I have
no,
sat
that's not the
here
difference between me and-
for
me
season.
and Ten Hag.
No, but it's not. But Moyo, that's what I'm saying. Everyone knows it's not a secret.
Yeah,
I
but
do
you-
not
yeah.
want Arteta at the helm of my club, bro. 8th back-to-back. 4th bottling Champions League, bottling league titles is not good enough. At some point, the excuses become too much.
Wait.
Jog on.
Well, I agree, but I didn't watch that loss yesterday with my 2 eyes. He watched the loss yesterday with his 2 eyes. So I don't know, like, I mean, maybe your fault.
I wanted to keep that one quiet.
I just think, like, at the end of the day, as much as it's fun to see United suffer, going into your 3rd season, you don't have a playing style. You can't identify a structure. Every week, you don't know how Manchester United are going to play. You're losing games in the same manner.
agree.
Every team that finishes above Manchester United, Ten Hag has never beaten them away from home. Top 9 teams, you haven't won 1 away game. Stuff like this, for me, after a while, whether I'm a fan of a club or not, as a football fan, it becomes inexcusable. How are you defending it?
I completely agree with you. Like Moyo said earlier, she thinks I don't know what I want, and it's true. Cause no, in fact, I don't. Because before the season, I could show you my phone when he said he signed a new deal. I sent a voice note to my brother celebrating. I'll be honest. I'll be so honest. When it got confirmed he was staying on, I was buzzing. I was at the cup final. That probably plays a part. Do you get it? So I just think,
That's what I'm saying. He travels. Yes,
No,
his brother.
and I think his first season for me is the best I felt since Fergie's left, in my opinion.
Okay.
Last season was diabolical, but like you said, excuses. I can bring up so many excuses. We have not got a playing squad that was anywhere good enough to deal with that injury crisis last season. But these are my reasons.
How many injuries did you have?
No, but as in,
We had about 64 cases, I believe.
at one point,
Something
we
around
put Johnny
that.
Evans back out on the field,
I remember
and he
that.
was injured. By the way, he came off injured, and
He
there
failed
was no one left
there was
to
a
take him
game
back
where
out.
he failed the fitness test and he still started
still
him.
started.
And I'm not saying that makes it good enough or whatever, blah blah blah. I know what you're saying, that how many excuses do you want to run because some of the performances ain't good enough. I understand that, but what you gotta understand is when you get an injury crisis like that, and some of the cases that you was talking about, Sancho, you forgot to mention Anthony.
Oh yeah.
That role I love.
I don't remember Anthony in my brain.
same.
Do you get?
But
Sorry.
what you've got to remember
Every
is
time
that
it
when
comes
you
up
have that
pictures, they can
second
bite you.
season after the first season he had, I'm gonna have a bit more patience for what's happening at the moment. And I did put it down to all those injuries, the playing squad we had, because there was a stage where we were playing Camboire and Casemiro at the back. That's our 8th and 9th choice centre back. If that was happening at your clubs, I reckon we'll be seeing the same thing. So it's like,
No, as in losses. As in, if you were having to play, it wasn't even the equivalent of Declan Rice playing centre back. It was the equivalent of Casemiro playing centre back with Camboire. You have to understand, like, that pairing should have never happened, by the way.
so like you said, there comes a point where the buck stops, and we're into season 3 without those injuries, with 5-6 signings.
Yeah.
First 2 games were so-so, but what I took away from that was I'm seeing something different from last season. So I accept that. Yesterday, we started well.
What are you seeing that's different though?
Say that again.
What do you think is different? I think you lot look the same.
No, we didn't. In my opinion, we didn't,
So from last season, I thought we weren't as easy to play through, in my opinion. We wasn't conceding as many chances.
Yeah, you have to understand, we were conceding 25 shots to the teams that got relegated last season.
Emery ball. I remember.
That's what I'm saying. So we
And
didn't.
he had to walk.
That's what I'm saying, and we didn't do that. So in that sense, it's different. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not saying Fulham was amazing or Brighton was amazing, but okay, we're seeing something that it's not the exact same as last season.
Structural changes.
It's just small. So you're like, okay, let's see how this works out. Yesterday, again, first 5 minutes, guy next to me, I was like, okay, this is how you start a game of football. I like it. And what what disappointed me yesterday the most was that after the offside goal, it just reverted back to type.
Yeah.
It didn't just revert back to type though. It was.
When I say back to type, I mean last season.
Yeah, but it was even, for me, it was even worse.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know what it is, bro. Like, in terms of the position, like the positioning yesterday, but 2-3 passes in on the back four.
And that's what was happening last season, bro.
Yeah, and every time they broke,
but yesterday
it was 4 against
more
2 every time.
Yesterday was more frequent. Like,
yeah, but that's because we would you have to understand, we were actually getting the ball and giving it back to them, in our own half.
but I'm even talking about when Liverpool are starting.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Alisson's starting with the ball.
Yeah.
He passes it to Van Dijk.
One
They're
pass,
through.
one,
Yeah.
two,
Bang, in on goal.
And that, like I was saying, that's the most disappointing thing for me, because it's like, if we're in game 3 and you've not conceded a goal, you've conceded an offside goal, and that's all it took for you to capitulate, go back into your shell and go back to how it was last season, then I'm starting to doubt whether it's ever going to come along. Because if that's already happening...
It's not.
Yeah, I actually agree with you. Like, it literally looks as though when adversity happens on the pitch, they lose all sense. Like,
but no, what's annoying is that last week that didn't happen.
yeah, no, we went 1-0 down against Brighton and still look like, okay, cool, we're still putting chances together, we're still putting together plays. Like, okay, cool, you actually see what they're doing, even if it's not coming off in terms of goals. Arguably, the goal they scored in the Brighton game, it could have gone either way, and we could be talking about something different right now, because I think it's, you get 6 points to start the season, it's not the doom and gloom that we are now having now. I think the problem is you add the fact we lost to Brighton and the manner of the goal in which we lost to Brighton, and it was it was the exact same thing, where 2 Liverpool players are here unmarked, and this all comes from us losing the ball and we're not getting back in transition. But we can put that on the players, but structurally, there's a big problem. It actually doesn't make sense, that the formation that we're playing, it's literally like, someone said it's like a 3-1-6, and I was like, what?
That's my biggest worry still.
Yeah.
Like, it's been my worry, even while I've been backing them. It's like, why is it that our players don't run back? You know, I've always said that to you. Like, why, when I see other teams, they're busting a gut to get back. It doesn't matter where they are on the pitch.
And that's, I agree.
It's mad weird.
It's effort as well.
Ultimately, from what I assume he wants us to do is press very high. After the offside goal yesterday, the front men were pressing high. Our centre backs now dropped off. But why is it a thing where the centre backs can feel that worried about the spacing behind that they just ignore instruction and just drop 20 yards back? Because then that's where the spaces come
that's
through.
where it's coming from.
That's where the spaces come, and then that's how they play through straight away, and it's 4-on-4.
So is this a personnel problem or is this a structural problem or is it both?
What it's starting?
Both, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because for me, there's players that I'm like, there's players that I don't want to see in that starting 11.
Like,
Casemiro,
Okay.
for starters.
we already locked him in jail.
Like,
Boy,
he
not seen enough.
Like, jokes aside, yeah, like I see his wife posting something.
Big her
His-
up. She's a real
his-
rider
last
for that
night.
one,
his
but
trophies.
Please leave it out.
But
today.
it's like you're I don't get what that kind of is, bro. Like you put in one of the worst, if not the worst individual performance
the worst I've seen at that
ever
place.
seen
in my
at
I'll be
Old
honest,
Trafford.
top 10 worst performances I've ever seen. Casemiro might actually have 3 entries at this
Yeah,
point.
But my thing is,
You might.
yeah, what are you guys gonna say when you put Agate there and it's the same issue?
I never wanted
Yeah,
him.
no,
I
that-
would- I
that's
never
calm.
wanted him.
That's calm.
that's
That's
another
calm.
conversation,
I'm not going to sit here saying the same thing.
yeah, that's another conversation to be had, and that's what I'm saying. It's both because I know some instructions are not benefiting the team.
Yeah.
And I
that's
also
what
know
it is on Ten Hag, in my opinion.
Do you get? Like, let's not like. I'm not. You might be looking at me like delusional. Don't get it twisted. Like, man knows. No, seriously. Like, I know.
It's like he thinks this way, but he knows right and wrong.
Do you get it? Like, I know what's going on, but I'm still just trying to like cool because I know last season is never happening again. In my opinion,
Are
innit?
you sure?
It
Yes,
can't
yes.
happen again.
It can't happen again. Like,
I don't know about
unless we
that.
get more injuries in the
I think even
quantity.
if we get more injuries, he'll actually be sacked in November.
Nah,
I think
he'll
the
be
difference
gone.
is that if it happens this year, he's gone.
So what, Southgate to the rescue.
And
Anyways.
so, sorry, that's my actual second problem. They can't even be trusted to hire the new person. either.
I saw a tweet saying you can't sack Ten Hag until Southgate's got a job.
Yeah. That's where we're at.
I'm with
right
that
now.
still.
But I'm hearing
With that.
Thomas Tuchel's still looking for a job. Would you accept a Tuchel into
The funny thing is, I would have
this
taken
team?
Tuchel in. I don't know about you guys. I would have taken Tuchel in summer, despite the fact that if you'd have asked me like 6 months before, then I wouldn't have. But it's tricky because he's someone as well that wins trophies, quote unquote. Like he does, although he didn't last season, but like he does win trophies. I think stylistically, he doesn't. I know the argument is he doesn't play the football that United fans want. We have been starved of stuff for so long, yeah, that at this point, we don't know what we want. Like, we don't know what sort of. At this point,
That
we
Fergie
want
ball, man.
football that makes sense structurally, technically. His talent ID has been questioned, but I think the talent ID of every manager bar
It's questionable.
like most of them are questionable. I'd probably say Ole half and half. Like talent ID, I think his talent ID was okay, and Jose's a very like, I want this profile, I want this profile, I want this profile, and if you can get me people I've either worked with or worked adjacent to before, the better. So I think talent ID is a big problem. But at least with Tuchel, I would have said, okay, cool. I kind of know what I'm getting from his teams every week.
Mason Mount on the Thomas Tuchel. Don't play with that one, man. You might have had something.
You'll ball.
No,
he'll
the
ball
United
out.
judge is so strong right now. Not even that one would have been.
No, I think
I don't know,
you
man.
put Mason Mount back with Thomas Tuchel, I'll scream to the heavens. Honestly, I don't want to see that
It won't
happen.
slap, by the way.
It will bang.
Sorry, I actually want to know you guys' thoughts on the Mount signing in general.
What a fleece by Chelsea.
So right now, yeah,
What a fleece by Chelsea.
Yeah, you lot stole 50 million from United.
Please,
60,
Shy.
60.
60?
Yes, it was 55 plus 5. in the final season
Like
of his
Chelsea are the
contract.
biggest looters
So
in
right
London.
now,
man.
yeah, I'll be honest with you, I'm losing patience. But when I mean losing patience, when I mean losing patience, I mean you were out for the whole of last season.
Oh, this is interesting. Because we had a nice conversation a couple of weeks
Do you
ago.
get? You're out for the whole, and that's, remember, he's in pre-season, he's looking
Yeah.
sharp. I'm like, yeah, cool, Mount. Big season ahead.
No, legit. We had a
Actually thinking about all the
conversation.
L's we've taken.
Honestly.
No. But
We
do
had
you
a
know why it's
conversation
annoying
and he
though? Do
actually
you know why it's
believed in
annoying though?
Mount.
Because Mount, like, I don't know if you lot have watched our games or if you analyze like a player individually in terms of what they're doing off and on the ball. But Mount has been good. Like, no, in my opinion, no one can tell me different, innit? I've watched games back and I've analysed Mount. He's been good. In terms of his pressing, in terms of the shape of the team when Mount's playing, he's been good. My biggest issue with Mount is he's not effective in the final third.
Yeah.
To the point of people say drop Bruno and things like that. He's not gonna.
But
he's not gonna have
yeah,
chance creation
he's
like
not.
him.
He's not.
Then you talk about goals and things like that. He's not. He hasn't shown that he's even at Chelsea. Like it wasn't like that.
consistent.
Yeah,
Do you get it? It wasn't like that. So now I'm sitting here thinking to myself,
Would you buy
now
him
you're
for?
injured again. You're letting not just yourself down. You're letting a manager like when we signed Mount, he was the first signing.
He deserves grace.
He was the first signing for Ten Hag in terms of
Yeah.
the new season.
Yeah.
And you're the player that's
You
always
actually have to
injured.
understand, he literally played like four, like in terms of like how many games he actually played last season. He played. You have to understand, we paid 60 million. He played like 4 games. In the we paid 60 million in the final year of his contract. Yeah, for 4 games.
It's all right. He deserves grace. Since
Nah.
everyone here is so forgiving, Mount deserves time.
The funny thing is,
Listen, you all know about your availability, and if you're not available, bro, you're as good as nothing. Do
Availability is your best asset.
you get what I'm trying to
I
say?
can't lie, I'm so opposite that. Ability over availability, man. Forget
Nah,
all
'cause
these part-time
you
scrubs
can
that are
be-
available, bro. If they're shit, I don't care how often you're available.
Nah.
I don't
I hear it.
in
I
my
hear
level.
it. But
I
there's
get
a balance.
that,
There's a
but
balance.
nah.
There's a balance.
I do agree.
There's a
halfway,
balance.
but
It's like if your abilities are 100, but your availability is on 20%, what's the point? Like,
You would never get rid of Reece James, and he's the perfect description of that.
get out. Just get out.
See? See, now it makes sense.
No, but he never plays. I hear what you're saying, but he doesn't play.
Yeah, but if you ask the majority of the Chelsea fans, they would never say, Reece James, your time's up.
That's
because
calm.
they know
Faye
when
does.
he's... Faye is a
on
bit-
a weekly basis.
Yeah, but Faye is a special case.
Yeah, she is.
Outside of that, if you walk
But
around, maybe
it's
Stamford
different
Bridge,
because
you
he's our,
wouldn't...
it's different because he's our captain. Remember when Kante was getting injured quite a lot? Half the Chelsea fan base turned on him and said, "Get him out of here. Get another reliable DM and get him out of here."
I don't
that's
think you guys
Kante.
are like that with James, though.
Because he's a captain. You
Despite
just
him
don't
being
turn
the
on your
captain.
captain.
I also
I don't
think it's
know.
because
Yeah,
your
but
right
that's
back
all-
isn't like he's a good backup, innit? Gusto,
Yeah.
in my opinion. If he was at the level, I think fans would be inclined to say, "Listen, you might,
Yeah,
there might
like if
be a
his
conversation for you
replacement
to-"
was, I don't know.
There
A
isn't
complete-
there isn't a replacement.
Do you get it though? But
Yeah, I
if there
get
was,
you.
I think that
Because
conversation
then it will
would
be
had.
like
I get
your
you.
injury crisis is making us have to play this
Do you
guy.
get it?
But then again, 3 seasons ago, under Tuchel,
3.
James, Chilwell, both injured. We still didn't want them gone.
Where is Chilwell? Sorry, right
But
now.
it wasn't that.
Play
It
with the
wasn't to that
kids.
point.
In the shadow
though.
realm.
Playing with the kids.
Why didn't he go somewhere?
Under
Because he
21.
got
No one wants
200k a week. Where's he going?
And the thing is, like, no disrespect to Enzo, but it's more likely for Chilwell to outlast Maresca at this point. So Chilwell will probably outlast Maresca. So if Chilwell outlasts him, he's eaten. But yeah, let's not talk about Chelsea. We're not doing Chelsea today, okay? We've got Man United fans here. How do we always go back to Chelsea?
Do you know what it is though?
God.
To kind of, you know what I mean?
Mount. It was Mount.
Yeah, go on because he definitely wants to say something.
Go on. Talk to us about Mount.
Everything wrong with our transfer business.
Yeah,
To
agreed.
be honest with you, I think forget the injuries. Forget. Let's say he's as fit as a fiddle. He's always fit. Didn't need him
It was literally that, by the way.
Yeah.
for starters. And I like him. He's all right. I like him, but didn't need him. Spent 60 million in him when his deal was running out this year. Anyways, gave him the number 7.
Crazy. Yes, you have to understand how crazy this is.
Pressure.
Then on top of that,
Still
he's
had a number
not
holding
fit as a
value
fiddle.
anymore.
Yeah. Because he had injury problems. He had injury problems at Chelsea. That final season at Chelsea, he had injury problems.
Yeah. He had actually injury problems for a few months. I think from January.
That's what I'm saying.
And he was in and out. Yeah.
And I
I think we need to give Mount some grace.
Shy.
Please.
He had mental health issues.
We need to give Jesus grace as well.
We've given him grace.
More grace.
No, but you see, the difference between me and you is...
She wants all these people out. The thing is, it's
Yeah, I'm very consistent.
I've
People
clocked,
you're
I've
flinging,
clocked.
so she
Right,
don't care
hold
about
up.
them.
All right, let's wrap it up on United before we get into Arsenal, okay? So looking at the trajectory of where United is going, obviously your first 2 games, they weren't so bad, but they weren't so great. Against Liverpool, losing 3-0 to your rivals like that.
They
At
lost to
home,
better teams. That's just it.
losing 3-0 to your rivals at home, no matter who the better team is. The way you stared at Shaq was ridiculous, by the way.
Yeah,
Like, you're about to kill her.
I was like, oh my
You're
days.
about to Killer. Don't bite. Do not bite. Don't bite. But what is the trajectory of Man United that you want to see after the international break?
7th place finish.
Just after the international, we're not going to the end of the season yet. Just
Sorry.
after the international break. Let me double check who you guys play. So
We've got Southampton. No?
you've got Southampton. Okay, so Southampton's just come up from the Championship. So you're obviously
Surely you
expecting
don't
a
lose
win.
that one.
Surely.
There's actually no. I'll be real.
There's no reason why we would definitely win it.
Is that
Yeah.
St. Mary's?
Yeah.
It doesn't. That's what I'm saying. Either way, there's no guarantee we're winning anything.
No,
And I think-
I'm not under that.
I think that's my. No, but I do. Because I think that is the fear that, like, even the games that you look at that are like, oh, well, this one is different 3 points. This one's that. There's so many occasions we can point to that we didn't get 3 points off teams like this.
I was saying when the season started that looking at the table, I'm looking at it like, raw, teams can get points off us and all of this stuff. Like the table just looks mad. But we should be beating Southampton.
Yeah, should is a different.
No, because should, could, would, have to. We have to
I'll be real.
beat Southampton. Because if we don't, for whatever reason,
He has to get
whatever
sacked,
you
by
want
the
to
way.
put it down to,
He'll
a red,
have to
a
get
red
sacked
card in the
on that
first
day.
minute, you want to put it down to anything. 2 players getting injured. We've used all our subs.
Yeah, honestly, there's no excuse that we'll
If
run.
we don't win that game,
Ten Hag out.
it's just doomsday. That's what I'm going to say. Like, genuinely. So, yeah. So, when you're asking about the trajectory, we got to win that game, first and foremost. And we have to start. I need to see patterns consistently. Because I'm being real, like, genuinely, like, when I was watching the Fulham game was like, but when I watched Brighton, like, on the ball, genuinely, on the ball, I think we played well. We had more possession than Brighton. Brighton are meant to have more possession than United. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? We played well enough for me to be like, okay, this is... Then you
I
get
saw
battered
stuff,
by
yeah.
Liverpool. So now it's, again, let's see what's going on. That's where I'm at still. I can't lie.
Yeah, I think you're in a situation now where you've lost your first you've lost 2 games already. It's just turned September, you get what I mean? So he's got, and it's not just the Southampton game, we got a tough Palace game after that, and then I think we got Spurs or something, and I think it's got to the point where you've got to win all of them.
Yeah.
Do you get it? So
I'm actually, that Palace game is actually going to be.
yeah. And because then that's what's that would be our 5th game of the season, and if you lose that, you've lost 3 games. That
3 and 5.
3 and 5.
Season's done.
And at that point, the goal difference will actually be on man.
No, the season will be done.
I told you, you already owe the league 3 goals. It's not
Like,
good.
I am, yeah.
Season will be done.
I just want to know where the goals are going to start coming from, genuinely, because
Do you miss Hoyland?
I do.
the funny
I
thing
do.
is, yeah, there's stuff I like. There's stuff that Hoyland could take from Zirk.
Zerks was embarrassing
He
yesterday.
was. He looks mad heavy.
Let me just put that out there, innit?
He was mad. He looked mad heavy.
And I'm, you know me, I'll give him the chance as I do to all players. But yesterday,
he
Lord
looked heavy
have
still as
mercy. No, genuinely.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Casemiro, he would have taken the shot.
He would-
Yeah,
taken-
he's happy that Casemiro had that.
Yeah,
performance.
yeah.
There's a couple people that are kind of happy that Casemiro had that. performance.
Garnacho, childish
Bruno.
performance. Bruno,
And that's your
shocking.
guy as well.
Yeah, shocking.
Bruno's his guy.
Shocking. But listen, I call that, he was shocking.
He was.
Shocking.
Bruno's your guy.
Yeah.
I know what you are.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually agree. I'll be real. The fact that you like it explains so much about how you think.
I'm on your side now.
Do we have some AC in here?
Yeah, hot in this bitch. Damn.
Yeah, there were a couple people that had. Yeah, I just don't. I think Hoyland. There's stuff he does not do well, I think, and we saw Xerxes do it well in the first game. So when he came on in the first game, there was stuff he did that Hoyland does not do. Yeah, I think his hold up is better than Hoyland's. I think he brings other people into play better than Hoyland. But I think Xerxes anticipates areas of danger better than Hoyland.
But
I think Hoyland is a better finisher.
Like them 2 chances Xerxes had yesterday, Hoyland
I
scored.
don't agree with you yet on bringing players into play still.
On Xerxes,
Because yesterday,
But I
but
think
the problem with
Konate
yesterday
and
is that
Van
he's
Dijk
heavy.
is a tough.
no, it is.
It's a tough ass.
it is, but he's heavy.
But
And
he's
especially
given-
like
sorry,
the way
Heavy man.
Konate looks this season, I think he looks back to his best. Last season he sort of struggled a bit. He was in and out of the team.
So whilst I agree, yeah, there was a game when Havertz was still at Chelsea, yeah, and you lot played Liverpool, and those two looked good, but Havertz still looked good. There's stuff you can do to like make me
Havertz's
think.
movement is sensational.
But that's my point. So like,
No, I hear it's a tough ask, but like, there's no excuse for like tripping over yourself and that.
There's no excuse for tripping over yourself, and there's no excuse for when you have
Maybe
the
it
ball,
was the booze in the stadium.
yeah.
when you have the ball, not bringing it under control. Like you have it here.
No, you just look. He
Nah.
did not look like a
Did you-
footballer.
did you
Like,
know
it was that bad. It was
Of
that
course I
bad.
watched it.
So,
It was like he had
I don't-
clown
okay,
shoes.
you're
I
still
was
on
hate
your-
watch, of course.
No
It was like he had
Every
clown
week
shoes on
without
the
fail,
Oh my!
I know that
days.
United will bring me a statement. One way or
that's
another.
why I'm
It
so
must
angry.
be better than your second place certificate, so fair enough.
That's fine, as long as it's not eighth with
No, fair. I mean, you have
500
been
million
back-to-back
spent.
eighth, so you should.
We didn't
remember
spend
your-
500 million
You
and
should
finish
remember,
eighth.
we did spend 500.
I'm not gonna lie,
Oh,
we
you
can't give
did.
Ten Hag more
We did.
money. That's what I'm saying.
Since 2022, Sky
That's
put the
what I'm at
graphic
right
up.
now.
Go and
No
check
more
the
money.
data.
You
No more
believe
money.
Sky?
Work with what you
Why
got.
not?
Okay.
Fair enough.
Let's bring this back.
That's the
okay?
conclusion. Work with what you got. Ten
Work
Hag.
with what you got. That's the trajectory going forward. Work with what you got.
Yeah,
Make
I'm
it
not
work.
trying to hear all that. I'm not Harry Potter. I'm not a magician. We're not trying to hear that.
Before you move on, yeah.
Cool.
Sorry,
We're not
before you
trying to
move
hear
on. All of that stuff, yeah, impresses, yeah, about like I've said off camera or on camera or whatever, that cool, 2 trophies in 2 years, yeah. That's fine for fans to speak about it. I don't want to see Ten Hag
facts.
continuing double downing on that. Because I'm speaking about it because when we speak about where we was, cool. You know what I mean? 2 trophies, is that progress? To some, nah. But third season, you see if the 2 years prior, how
Meant
that looks,
something,
innit?
yeah.
You can, innit? Cool. I need him to stop doing I've won 2 trophies in 2 years. He made a comment,
Yesterday.
and it's unprovoked, which is annoying me. He made a comment in the lead up to the Liverpool game saying we're the most successful.
After Man City, I saw.
I saw that,
We
I was
let the
like-
fans do
I
that.
actually was
like-
thinking, is this guy actually deluded?
Moyo.
So, like, the fans can do that. The fans are calm to do that, innit? You know what I mean? Be shameless, whatever. But the gaffer should not be doing that. And that's a mad red flag for me. Like, I don't want to see you doing that, bro. Remember where our standards still are. If fans want to, and all of that stuff, cool. But you shouldn't be doing that. And yeah, that's me still.
Okay. Now that we're done with Man United, all right? We all good, we all blessed. We all calm a little bit.
I'm good.
Yeah. All right. Time to crash it on Arsenal, I guess. No, I'm joking. You don't really have to crash it on Arsenal.
It's not even a
T4
crashing.
comments,
It's not even a
fine.
crashing, though.
Okay, that's fine. We'll start with Shy.
Thank you.
And please keep it PG for the referees if you can.
No problem.
All right. Arsenal played Brighton, ended 1-1. Declan Rice got a red card. Shy's twiddling her fingers, so I'll let you go off.
You know, dear Chris Kavanagh, I hope for the rest of your life you have unbearable pain for eternity.
Not PG.
Yeah, literally.
That's how I feel. Like, at the end of the day, I've never seen someone with so much main character syndrome in my life. Like, in my life. There was no need for you to ruin the game. You were the same ref when Kovacic came here in his Manchester City shirt and wanted to break Odegaard's legs.
Yeah.
You didn't give him the second yellow because you said, I don't want to ruin the game. Now, all of a sudden, you want to ruin games. Like, it makes no sense. It was such a petty yellow card to try to assert yourself, like Mike Dean. I don't know what you wanted to be. It was so unnecessary. And then a day later, we see delaying to restarts left, right, and centre, and referees are just like, okay, well, I'm not going to book players. I do not have an issue with Declan Rice's sending off by the letter of the law. That's fine. But if you're going to apply it, be consistent in your application. That's what pisses fans off. And me, personally, as much as I run agendas, you see when it comes to referees, yeah, I'm a football fan. I hate every single one of them because they're all shit.
PG.
I'm sorry, they're shit. Like, I don't know any other profession in
hear
the
it.
world
I hear it.
where you can be shit at your job. You make a mistake every week, and every week you're coming back to employment, bro. There's only referees. I'm sure we all work here.
English
You mess
referees.
up, you mess up 1 week, you mess
Cool.
up 2 weeks. By the third week, your line manager is saying, what's going on? Mess up again, 4th week, disciplinary. These lot, it's all right. We'll put you in the VAR room instead. You now even have bigger responsibility because managers don't want to see you. Like, at the end of the day, listen, if Rice gets sent off, Veltman also gets sent off. Like, I don't understand what kind of crazy, you can just kick through a player and then they're going to say, oh, well, the ball should have been there, so it's not a red card. Now, if it's in an actual moment of play, yeah, the ball should have been there, but now your player has completely endangered the other opponent, the ball's not there, it's not a red card.
Do you know what's funny about the development one as well, yeah, is that where he actually ended up kicking, even if the ball was there, he was so high above the ball, yeah, that would not have been the ball anyway. Even if the ball was still there.
Like it made no sense whatsoever. You know, how Tima feels about Anthony Taylor is how I feel about Chris Kavanagh. He's the same referee who, when Nelson scored the winner against Bournemouth, he wrote a complaint about our celebrations to his bosses. He's the same referee. It doesn't make any sense.
Bare refs are haters though.
Like, but why? Like,
writing a letter is next level of hateration.
That's crazy.
We've all held decisions, like
Dallo.
That Dallo one.
the Dallo one last season, insanity. We've
Like,
all held stupid decisions.
Just
they're
for
all
me, and I
main
think,
characters,
like, I get it.
Facts.
When it comes to football fans, referees making shocking decisions is fun to banter, but I'm actually at a point where the integrity of our game is at stake, bro. Like, I'm sick and tired of it. Every week is something new. Last season, it was Liverpool with, I think it was the Diaz goal. It didn't get given. It was clearly on. Oh, sorry. Every day, sorry. Same referees. Oh, sorry. We forgot to draw the lines when we drew Brentford 1-1 at home. He was offside. We forgot to draw the lines. Sorry.
Or getting two yellows in one action.
And
Like,
do you know,
that happened twice
since
last
Martinelli got the 2 yellows in
Dallo
one
did as well.
action,
Dallo did as
I
well.
remember that. I remember
remember
that
that.
Martinelli.
it made no sense. Some of
Dallo
the
got
red
it for
cards.
arguing a throw-in that we should have gotten against Liverpool. He said, "What the hell?" Yellow, and then he did this to the ref for getting the yellow and got the second yellow and got sent
And
off.
those both instances, Mike Oliver.
that's what I'm
Both Mike
saying.
Oliver.
Michael Oliver is the
It's
main
him.
character.
And I just think, like,
He's gone backwards
He's
though.
head
Because
of main
I would have
character.
said he was the best ref in Prem. Because
Because he started getting the big tournaments. You remember at one point? He was
Yeah,
getting
and
the big
all of the
tournaments.
rest of them are dead.
I
so.
just think, to me, I'm at a point where when it comes to clubs and managers, you need to be on the unanimous front when it comes to these refs, bro. Because if managers sit there in their press conference and decision goes for them and they're like, oh, referees make mistakes, is okay. And then when it goes against you, you want to have a hissy fit and be like, these refs, this, that, and the third. Even when it goes in your favour, you're man enough to call out the referee. Yeah, the referee made a mistake, but it went for us.
Are you speaking about a manager in particular?
I'm just saying in general.
all do it.
It
They've all
applies.
done
It applies to every manager. Pep, Arteta, Klopp, whoever.
Ange, is that his name?
Yeah, you need to sit there and be like,
For some
the
reason, when
refs
I
messed
said Ange
up.
just now, it sounded weird.
And I honestly
Yeah.
think when it comes to the end of the season, even though we're 3 games in, when they have that Premier League review, whatever, the 20 clubs in the Prem need to pull for an independent body to regulate these referees, bro. They're just like police officers. Oh, we're investigating ourselves. Oh, look, we found no fault. Then the next season, that it goes on, it makes it harder and harder and harder to challenge refereeing decisions. And like, is it a dictatorship or is it sport?
Why do we not
You
have
can't
these-
appeal. The only person that can speak to the ref is your captain, this, that, and the third.
I mean,
managers can't talk wayward about
rule,
refs.
but Bruno got a yellow for speaking to the ref. That's what I'm saying. Even the rules they have enforced, they're not enforcing them properly.
They're just not good enough. I
And
think
then
that's just
you
the
will
bottom
sit
line.
there and the likes of what's this name? Howard Webb.
I was just about to mention.
He will go on Sky
We're not
and
trying to
be
hear all
like,
that
Who
anymore, man.
Oh.
does he do it with? Owen, Mike Owen.
yeah, he will go
It's
there.
actually weird because Howard Webb has admitted that he's
Loads.
made so many
Yeah.
different mistakes on purpose.
And you know what's funny? The referees who didn't get
almighty,
the TV deals and the radio deals, they're the ones that are telling the truth about these refereeing decisions.
Yeah.
And then these other ones, because they're hungry and they still want money, they will sit there and be like, oh, he didn't want to ruin the game. Oh, you have to follow the letter of the law.
What's my man's name? Is it
Dermot.
McDermott?
Dermot Gallagher.
Dermot Gallagher,
Dermot,
yes.
yeah. Who's the one that they if something's happening, they're like, let's get thingies.
Oh, Mike Dean.
Yeah, so it's Mike Dean they
Dean.
get during the
see
game. And
Mike
then it's
Dean?
Dermot Gallagher that does
You
the
see
one.
Mike Dean?
Every Monday.
He takes them all out to dinner after the games.
Yeah.
All of them refs. I'm
does.
showing you because
He does.
he will get asked about a decision and his reasoning is like, you are clearly just backing the ref.
And do you know another thing that
It's
really
mad
pisses
weird.
me off as well? This whole thing, because even just briefly touching on the Chelsea game, we're not getting into it. Palace should have had a red card.
What,
and-
for the one on Palmer or what?
Yeah, and it was, it's so soon into the second half. The ref doesn't like. At the end of the day, whether it happens 30 seconds in, a minute in, 50 minutes in, foul play is foul play. Like there's no bro. Apply, either you're gonna apply the rules across the board, or we might as well just take the referees off the pitch and everyone have a free for all and we decide our own game.
The only time I hear it though, and the only time is derbies.
Yeah,
You don't
I feel
want.
like first couple
I don't
minutes,
know about you, innit?
First couple minutes, I actually hate it.
Yeah, like I wouldn't want even opposite or both ways for someone to get sent off in a derby.
My thing is, when it comes to derbies, yeah, you are gonna get some rough plays or somewhere it might be a yellow and like, okay, you might not want to book. But for me, if it's foul play, derby, final, a red card is a red card. Like, it doesn't change depending on the opposition. You lost your head, the other team deserves the advantage. It's that simple. Even if it's against my own team. Like, we play Tottenham first game back after an international break. If Gabriel decides to go sliding, stud showing into Heung-min Son first minute into the derby, and he gets a red card, you have to charge it, because what the hell are you doing? Like, why do you have so much rush of blood, bro?
Gotta be
Stay composed. Yeah, like, I'm just sick and tired of these refs. And if I didn't have anything to lose, I would have egged that Kavanagh. I'm sorry. Like, I was so angry.
We're gonna add some beeps in there.
In all,
Tony, please, Tony.
in all honesty, yeah. Personally, Brighton are a very good team. 11v11, Brighton didn't have a shot on target. You send Declan Rice off, all of a sudden Brighton are in the game, and you sent him off for some bullshit. Like, even if, say, if it was in our half, Declan Rice stopped a dangerous attack, Brighton were 8 yards away from their own corner flag. What possible advantage could they have done? And then their dickhead German manager is going to come and be like, oh, they stopped a dangerous situation. Every single other Arsenal player is in their own half. What are we stopping, bro? Like, let's be so for real. But don't worry, karma is a beautiful bitch. When it goes against him, just like Ange last season, he learned very quickly. I'll sit there.
Andrew's trying to bread them up.
And
they don't care.
I will laugh.
It will, yeah, it will go.
It will go
It's a
against
fact.
Brighton.
It will go
and all of a
against you. It's
sudden,
a
he's
fact.
going to care. But in all honesty, like, I just think it's time for every single Premier League club, just like what Klopp was complaining about. Now I see why he's retired, bro. These refs, they pushed him into retirement. It's too much. It's actually, like, as a football fan, it's just too much. They decide so much. And when you look at the fine margins, you look at top four margins, 2 points. You look at the season where Sheffield got relegated and Villa stayed in the league, and it was a handball decision. As much as we banter Liverpool, you look at them losing the league by a point. Rodri with the clearest handball against Everton, no penalty given. And then come the end of the season, we laugh, we banter as football fans, but these decisions are in the hands of referees, and they're killing teams.
I've heard some people or some Arsenal fans reckon that, even though it's mad early and obviously it sounds ridiculous, but for them it's real life, that could cost them the title.
No, that's what I was about to say.
When you look at it, we lost the title by 2 points last season. There will be other factors, but it's sort of like the same way we started last season. But that was our own fault. Zinchenko decided to do twirly-whirly against Fulham, and then the game ends 2-2. Things like this matter when you're going up against the juggernaut that is Manchester City. You have to be close to perfect. So unless Arsenal are going to inflict their own wounds, I don't want referees deciding games for me where it doesn't need to be decided. That's just the way I see it. Even in saying that, though, Arsenal, I'm tired. I'm already tired.
All right, because we've got to move on from Arsenal.
Already?
We've spent so much time on Man United that we have to move on from Arsenal.
Oh, don't worry.
Apologies.
But just to kind of like close it off, the game with 1-1, 10 men, how are you rating that performance from Arsenal and Arteta?
To play 47 minutes with 10 men, it deserves, it's commendable. But again, why I say we shot ourselves in the foot is because you go into this window, you don't sign, prior to Sterling arriving, you don't sign a forward. And even with Sterling arriving, as much as I love him, he's not clinical enough. We have the similar forwards. Him, Jesus, Kai Havertz, they're all BCM merchants. Do you know what I mean? And you saw it in the Brighton game.
What's BCM?
Big chance missed. You saw in the Brighton game, if you guys did watch it, right, that even though we're down to 10 men, Kai Havertz goes through, misses. Saka goes through, misses. And then Odegaard misplaces the pass. Calafiori is basically one-on-one with the goalkeeper. And that's like, okay, you come away 10 men, you tell Kavanagh to and you take the 3 points. But that doesn't happen.
Out, Tony. Thank you.
That's all I have to say. Chris Kavanagh again.
We're gonna beat that out again, Tony. Thank you very much.
Sorry,
Shout out
try to
Tony.
keep it PG.
You're making him work overtime right now.
Boy, shout out Tony, man. Big up yourself, cause boy, shine.
Sorry, like I'm fuming.
I can feel the steam coming from you. Is there anything else you want to touch on before we move on? Apart from telling Chris Kavanagh to suck a relative.
Nah, it is what it is. We moved to Tottenham, tucking them in anyways.
So I was going to ask one question. You know your current midfield setup. Obviously, Odegaard always starts the season slow. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What do you think about your midfield three right now? Like,
Sucks.
you're not feeling
It
it.
sucks.
Why?
I know you said we have to move on in it, yeah.
Sorry.
You guys know how I feel about Declan Rice. There's nothing new. You watch the pod, you know how I feel.
What do you feel?
Rice in the 8, yeah, is absolutely pathetic. Like, there's no point. I don't understand. Yeah, how you get a guy who his prime qualities is off the ball, destroying, eating up ground, and then you're gonna go play him as an interior. Like he can even pass a bloody football, bro. Like, it makes no sense. Then you got this 50-year-old in the middle of the park that's just allowing people to run bish, bash, bosh, left, right. Like Partey and Casemiro, same person. You can just run through them like they're not there. Don't tell me nah.
Come on, bro. I don't even know who to say.
Let me tell you something.
I don't
Moyo,
even know
do you know what's crazy? Even if you look at the games that Arsenal are playing, yeah, you see that what's the Villa's midfielder's name?
Onana.
No, the young guy. Aston Villa.
Rogers.
The way
Rogers is class though.
it's not even about being class. The way he sent him left, right, round and round.
But he was even doing
and
that to
also
Deckers,
on top
though.
of that, yeah. But you know what's crazy? I honestly think if you look at a couple of the yellow cards that Rice has been collecting, it's because this fridge can't move.
I didn't know Maguire plays for.
He can't move. And Declan Rice is having to cover for him. He's late to tackles. He's out of place.
He's off it.
At this point, just put Jorginho in the middle of the park. That's where I am with this.
Jorginho exists.
It's funny.
Is that where you want Rice?
What?
Where
In the
Partey
six?
is?
Yeah, because Rice, to me, his passing ability is limited. So there's no point of playing him in the 8. It doesn't... Forward thinking instincts doesn't come naturally to Rice. There's no point of playing him in the interior. You play him in the 6, right? If the solution for me is, I don't know why Arteta hates it, a 4-2-3-1 has always worked for Arsenal Football Club, and I think it always will. Yeah? If Declan Rice is not available going into the North London derby, it has to be a double pivot. You put Odegaard in the 10. He's not essentially going to function as a natural 10, but that's the best way that brings us balance. And when Declan Rice comes back, Paul Marino, Gabriel crushed his shoulder. He's now out for 2 months. I was excited to see him.
Who was Marino?
I can't
Was
do this
Marino
left 8.
going to play where Partey is currently?
No, Marino.
Rice
The idea is Rice goes back to the 6, and Marino
on the
and even out the club under the gel. I don't care. It's just somewhere.
What happened though?
What, to Marino?
No, to Partey, because there
He's
was
shit.
shouts. Oh yeah.
On top of him being shit, he needs to be in jail.
Yeah, but
Oh no, we know that. But
Yeah.
there was shouts though about
he was the best.
Sorry.
being, Rodri's level.
Yeah, there was shouts at one point.
All right, so we're gonna move this on.
No, we just
We're
want.
gonna move this on.
I
We're gonna
agree.
move this on. We haven't got time for this one. There will be a second leg.
You don't know me.
We haven't got time for
Trust
this
me.
one. All right, so England put out a squad for international break.
Yep.
There were some surprises there. There were some names that we probably thought, okay, you belong here. Like we can see you there. A couple of people hating on people like Noni Madueke getting his call up, which I couldn't really understand why.
Too soon.
To you, if Kobe can get called up, so can Madueke.
Oh, you can't come
So we'll go through the team very quickly, and we'll just have a quick discussion about how we feel about this team. And obviously now we've moved on from Gareth Southgate, so hopefully it's not as depressing. All right, so obviously the usual 3 in goal: Henderson, Pickford, Pope.
Get
Ramsdale got
Henderson in
dropped.
there, man.
Who got dropped out of that?
Ramsdale.
I'm tired of.
That's why he had to make the
I'm
move.
tired of Pickford, by the way. I've been tired of him.
I think for England, he's sorry, but I went to the Everton game this weekend.
What?
yeah.
I don't mind Pickford still.
I'm sorry, but I just I don't think I'll ever rate Pickford.
I get it.
Even
I get it.
he does all right for England, but
Yeah.
listen, I don't know, innit? I just think that as long as we have Pickford in goal for England,
We have
we
bigger
should
problems than
expect.
Jordan
I think
Pickford.
No, I know.
I think
We're
we've
gonna
got
move on to
bigger
to more, but Pickford is not the level, in my opinion.
All right. Because of time, we'll move on. All right. So defenders, loads of them. We've got Trent Alexander-Arnold, probably first defender that should be on the
Correct.
list, right?
Yep.
Levi Colwill.
Horrid.
No,
So
he shouldn't be there.
I think
Horrid.
horrid is a strong word.
Yeah, Horace, he's not horrible.
No, as a player, the call-up is horrid.
Yeah, he shouldn't be there.
Okay.
No, I still
Why
think that's
should he be
mad.
I'm not. I actually think this season, the 3 games that you guys have played so far, I actually think he's been okay. I think he's been.
Oh my
I
god.
think the past 2 games. No, I think the past 2 games he looked stronger than whatever the first game was. I think
And that
See.
constitutes an England call-up.
it doesn't necessarily, yeah. But the bar is in hell for English centre backs.
There's no other. Wait, say the whole centre backs list, please.
Mark Gurhey,
Deserved.
Esri Konsa,
Deserved.
Rico Lewis, Tino Livramento,
Harry.
I like that.
Harry Maguire,
Oh, bro.
John Stones.
That's it.
That's
That's
it.
what I'm saying. So where
So
I'm
the
saying
bar's
where I'm
kind
saying
of-
the bar is in hell is that if I ask you now, give me 3 names that have been snubbed, yeah, centre backs, you're gonna struggle. Other than Tomori, yeah, you're gonna be like,
Even him.
wouldn't even
people
say
used
him.
to
No.
put
and that's what I'm
him
saying.
in
And that's what I'm saying.
I think we also got to understand is that the gaffer might want to play like Cole was a very good ball playing centre half, so that's the way he probably wants to lead. And
Yeah, but
Cole
so
will-
is John Stones though. So
Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
but
but he
he's going to call up 4 or 5 centre
What's the
backs.
idea?
It's true.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Just
The
because he
problem
got
has,
called up doesn't mean he's going to play.
and the problem
well.
has always been though. So like you know how it was Stones and Maguire. So before Gray had that tournament last, yeah, everyone was kind of like, what is this team going to look like without Stones and Maguire? Because that's all they've pretty much known. And I think he's trying to create a roster now that's like similar profiles. Like he's probably looking at Colwell like, okay, cool. John Stones is like this. I'm trying to get someone that can, bring similar traits if we don't have a this. So like he has to trial stuff right now. He's in the period that it's like, let me see what I can do and let me see what I can get out of people. And in this case, I thought he has to try stuff and bringing up Cole, I'm not mad at it.
I ain't trusting no Gareth Southgate lieutenant. Next.
Okay, midfielders. We've got Phil Foden.
He's withdrawn.
Oh, has he?
Sick.
Yeah,
He's
sick.
not feeling well.
They said it's a bug. I think he actually does have a
He
bug.
might actually be sick.
Pep's playbook, yeah. I wish my manager would take
He doesn't
notes,
use the
mate.
playbook this early.
Your
man.
manager does take notes.
What do you mean? Rodri and
Didn't he
Foden
put the
are
contract on?
resting.
I'm sure he takes notes.
So Phil Foden's not playing anymore. Okay, Conor Gallagher, Atletico Madrid's new signing.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he deserves. No? Yeah.
I'm not mad.
I'm
not
indifferent
mad. I'm
about
not mad at
Gallagher.
it.
Yeah, like, it is what it is.
not my
Morgan
sort of
Gibbs
player.
White.
So that was an interesting one because
It was
profile-wise, I
interesting.
like him, yeah. And if you'd have asked me like midway through last season, I would have said I wouldn't be mad at it. I don't think towards the end of the season or anything from this season that I could be like, oh yeah, he deserves it. But we have to remember that these guys played for like
Him.
He played for him, and
You can see that.
he's obviously. If I've been your coach here for ages and you've done good stuff for me, I'll be like, all right, cool. Let me see what these guys look like in a senior setup.
That was literally I know you're going to mention it, but Angel Gomez.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was defo that.
yeah, of course,
Yeah.
of course.
All right, well, Angel Gomez.
Yeah, I'm happy for him
I'm happy for him as well.
because I think he's been getting snubbed because of his size. Yeah, let's be honest. Like he is so small. He's really small. Anita, come on, man. He literally went to someone to help him grow, bro. Like, you know how low, like,
Oh, he got the Messi treatment.
bro, they were actually dragging up his his limbs. Like, you know what I mean? For you to go to someone and be like, I need my limbs stretched out, yeah, you've
Wasn't
reached
it
a
church?
level now that you need it.
Wasn't it
Which
church
church
that
was
he
this
went
one?
to?
Yeah, of course.
Church.
No, he
It wasn't
is.
a regular church.
It wasn't a regular church, but it was a church.
Definitely not a regular.
Yeah, it wasn't a regular
When I
church.
saw that video circulating, I was like, whoa.
Like, and he obviously he's playing at his size, so he knows he can. I think it's more a case of like he knows that other people will think he can't because of his size, which I don't. He's been playing at first level football, yeah,
In France.
for ages at this point.
Yeah, and the France is
Lil.
mad aggressive.
And he came up as well.
That's what I'm
'Cause when he
saying.
first got there, he was not anywhere near.
He was captaining. Was he
get?
not the captain of the
I
under
think so,
seven?
something
At the
like
under 17.
Yeah, when they won the World Cup.
Cup,
When they
yeah.
won the World Cup, he was the captain.
Yeah.
So
All right. Kobe Mainu.
Goes without saying.
Yeah, he deserves it, but I also think he needs a break.
I'm not really under that impression still, as of yet.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I think he looks lethargic right now.
England midfield options are amazing.
Listen, he's only played 38 games.
Oh, she kidding me.
Yeah,
Like,
but he's always
he's young.
but he's always had the problem of like after like 60 something minutes, it starts
I
dwindling.
want to know who you like.
In the England team.
Not just
In
as in like
general.
what footballer at Arsenal do you like?
Yeah. Like, who's
Arsenal.
your top 3 players at Arsenal so I can kind of gauge?
My 3 favourite players.
Yeah.
Saliba,
Yeah.
Martin Odegaard,
Yeah.
Saka.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
have any more after that?
Yeah. What's
Yeah, like,
who?
Gabriel, and one
who
more.
else?
Trossard. Top man. Excellent.
No, I'm not hearing
She
it
likes
from
Trossard
you.
off the bench.
Oh yeah, because you were saying Arsenal need a left wing, and I'm like,
Yeah,
bro.
but Trossard's an excellent 12th man.
Okay.
Interesting.
Off the bench, 100%.
This Moreno, it won't take much to win me over. One ball in behind and I'm sold. I swear to God.
Yes.
All right, Cole Palmer. I think we're all in agreement. Yes, fine. Declan Rice, obviously.
England
Yes.
don't have any other DM.
We don't have- yeah, there's nothing. We've got nothing left. All right.
Yeah.
Forwards, Jared Bowen.
Not mad at it.
Not mad at it. Not mad at it.
I think he's a good player. Actually,
No,
I
I'm not mad
actually
at it.
think Bowen is a good player.
Yeah,
Same.
he's calm.
T4.
Good player to have in the squad.
T4.
I'm not mad at it, but if he wasn't in it,
Yeah, but who? Wait, can,
Yeah, but
can
no,
you
he's
name
just
all
saying,
the
he's just saying
forwards?
if he wasn't in it, he wouldn't care.
Oh, okay, fair. All right, I'll name all of them. Okay.
yeah.
We got Eze,
Yes.
Anthony Gordon,
Yes.
Jack Grealish,
Yes.
Harry Kane.
No.
I'm not sure. Sorry, I even said yes for Grealish. I don't know how he got back in.
All right, should we go back? Okay, let's start at Grealish.
Grealish doesn't deserve to be in the squad.
Okay, why not?
But he
Ain't no
hasn't.
shit.
I don't understand what we're rewarding here. He was absolutely shocking last season.
Okay.
He, for the price tag that Manchester City paid for him, if his name was Jack Grealish and he wasn't bloody English,
Yeah.
everyone would be calling him a flop. He would be in the same conversation
Preach.
as Anthony.
Preach.
Like that's how bad he's been for Manchester City.
And it's very, very annoying that the wool is pulled over
Everyone's eyes.
everyone's eyes with Jack
Yeah, but
Grealish.
he's
I rate,
British.
No, I know it. I rate Grealish. Like,
That's the worst thing to
do
say.
you get it?
I rate Grealish.
I rate him.
Grealish. Like,
I
trust
rate
me.
him.
But
He's getting away
if
with
you
murder
can say
right
that
now.
Grealish hasn't been a flop, where a lot of guys have, because he's won the treble with City and he's won the 4-peat with City. But I can name other players that's been in other squads that have won trophies and man are saying they're flops.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm always confused when people are talking about Grealish. Like, it's right there before you, bro. He hasn't done nothing as of late to be worrying
A
England
return.
call-up.
It's more weird because it's like he was left out. Obviously not by this manager now, but he was left out from the squad. For you to to recall someone means I've seen
You're
something
making a
that's,
statement,
Do you know
though.
what I mean? I'm ignoring everything that's been said in the past, and I want you. There's other people he didn't recall back to the squad, by the way. Do you know what I mean?
Bare people.
But can you be mad at that though?
Yes.
Yeah. Because I don't want
Yes,
to see
and
the
that's-
same stuff.
If that's the kind of winger my man wants, can you really be mad at
That's just a
that?
guess.
So basically-
I don't
No,
want to
no,
see the
but
same
I'm-
stuff that I was seeing under Southgate. And what was I seeing under Southgate? Him rewarding people that shouldn't be in the squad.
His voice got bass.
It's that simple, bro. I don't care.
Lyrics.
Grealish might be his first choice winger. But if you don't warrant the call up, you should not be getting called up.
Okay,
It's
before.
half and half. I agree with both.
Okay, we'll end it there.
What's
We'll
the
end it
rest?
there. Right, we got Harry Kane,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Noni Madueke.
Oh, hold on. Harry Kane needs to retire.
Okay, so many things just happened. Okay,
Shy, please be serious.
too many things happened. Harry Kane needs to retire.
Yeah.
Why?
serious.
He's
Very
shameless.
quickly. Okay, we'll keep it as that. Harry Kane needs to retire because he's shameless. Cool. Fine. Noni Madueke, no. Why?
I rate him.
Okay.
Knew about him before Chelsea.
Yes.
Signed him, PSV,
Yes.
all of that stuff. But I just
Yes.
think it's just too soon. Like.
Okay.
But I'm not mad against it. I'm not mad against it. Not mad against it.
Why was it not too soon for Kobe Mainoo?
FA Cup final winner. Played a majority of the games and performed. Maybe that's
Mainoo
right.
got called up before the FA Cup final.
No, I said he's played majority of the games.
Can I make
in
a
that
bold
season as well.
statement?
Go ahead.
You've been making bold statements all night.
I don't think I really
way.
want to hear this.
I don't know what to
I
expect.
don't really think I want to hear this one.
Well,
to
you're
be
going to
fair.
hear it anyways. If Harvey Barnes manages to stay fit for the whole season,
Oh.
he can.
Sorry,
get
let me
a
tell you-
place in
get a
that
comeback.
squad.
Oh yeah, 100. He
Yeah,
was close to
Hondo.
it. He was
Sorry,
close to it in the
Let me
season.
tell you what's actually
Hondo.
It's actually quite insane that Harvey Barnes is not like.
Injuries though.
I get injuries here, but I think Harvey Barnes, Curtis Jones, I'm not saying they demand a spot, yeah, but if you think about what they've done as well for youth, like youth levels, stuff like that, but theirs seems to get disregarded. They don't give a toss what those man did. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I think
Harvey
Barnes.
Elliott.
I think
that's what I'm saying.
not these Liverpool people. No one cares about them. But I think Harvey Barnes, like, if he can show that he can stay fit, maybe the next squad he will definitely be in there
The only
because
problem
he's a
is-
natural left winger.
The only problem is he's competing with Gordon.
Yeah.
who
But Gordon can
starts-
play both sides.
Yeah, but they mostly play him on the left though.
But he can play both. For Newcastle, Harvey Barnes came back. Gordon had to shift.
Well, Bukayo Saka, speaking of the right.
That's a no-brainer.
Go, Ollie Watkins.
He needs to
had a
sort
great
himself
Euros.
out.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing this
He
season.
hasn't. He hasn't had any training. He'll be fine.
But that's what I was saying for other people.
I mean,
They do.
It's not the same excuse for others.
That's what I said.
Who?
I was giving that excuse for
Who has?
All right.
How?
We've got about, we're actually over time. Sorry, Tony. Sorry, Bree. But we've got about 5 minutes left to quickly talk about Sterling's move to Arsenal, how Chelsea have navigated around this transfer window. I personally don't really want to talk about it, but you guys blew it up. Why are you smiling like that? Why are you smiling like that?
Because hey, I like Sterling, innit?
Yeah, I personally think Sterling will do well for Arsenal, but as our only Arsenal fan here, how are you liking that transfer?
You're welcome to the carpet, Raheem the Dream, Shaquille Sterling.
All right.
That's how I'm feeling. I tell you.
Fairs, man.
Just like
does
Kai
Sterling
Havertz.
start?
Oh, absolutely. Saka, Havertz and Sterling is my front three
All right.
moving forward.
Why do you think that would work better than what you have right now?
Because Martinelli's dross.
Oh, okay.
Finally, I've heard a gooner say that.
I'm sorry.
And
And
you've been saying it.
as I said, for me, Trossard he's not a starter, but he's a great player to have in your squad to impact games. And honestly, I just feel like Sterling, finds his feet, finds his confidence. Just like Kai, he will start to score again. And that's just the way I see
Yeah, I
it.
agree with that.
I don't even think it's a start to score again. I think Sterling, obviously he was underwhelming at Chelsea, innit? Like we can't
Call a spade a
go.
spade.
Yeah, we can't go past that fact. But he still showed quality.
Glimpses,
He
yeah.
showed it. Like I saw a video of like the goals he scored against Chelsea. He was still cutting, man, going line, whipping it, finessing it, all of these things that Sterling does. So personally, I think it's a good signing. It's a loan deal as well. Apparently, he's halved his wages, or is it?
No, Chelsea
Chelsea's
paying
paying-
60%.
Chelsea are paying,
Yeah.
yeah. So you get
We
so
are
Arsenal
paying
ain't
for
paying.
Arsenal to win the league, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's
I
just a
can't lie
free hit.
though, you see how when you talk to your owners, can you tell them to sign off on Sterling playing against you guys? Please.
Not a chance.
That's not happening.
Why not?
Not a chance.
They like none of their fan base rate him. Put him in the team.
Not a
Not happening.
chance.
Can you imagine a Sterling assist to Kai Havertz? They will all faint.
Nah, that would be doomsday still. But
And a
Sancho-
pass from Jorginho.
And Havertz has already celebrated against you lot.
Twice.
He did
last
that.
season.
Oh man,
that's a joke
it
thing
is.
still.
Yeah, that's
I'm not gonna lie,
nothing about it as a joke.
Sancho would
That's
do
a
that to
joke
us.
thing still.
100%. Sancho would definitely do that to you guys. 100%.
He's also a loanee, no?
Obligation
No,
to buy.
obligation.
He's gone.
Obligation to buy.
I say we both write Chelsea and tell them to let the loanees play.
Please.
I wouldn't mind Sancho playing against us, to be honest. I just know he's not going to get past his fullback. So yeah.
I'm not even
He learned that
speaking-
from
I'm not-
Anthony.
I'm not even going to speak to you.
Or
I'm gonna-
Rashford.
Huh?
Huh?
Right on
His
the wall.
fullback.
Yeah, was he learn it from Rashford or Anthony?
Rashford, yeah.
what
I'm not-
Sancho.
I'm not-
Anyway, Chelsea have about 8, 9, 10 wingers at the moment. Not sure how they're going to fit into the squad.
What's your starting 11
My starting 11.
with the front three?
Oh my
in
God,
mind?
before you do your 11, yeah? Unpopular
11 would be
opinion.
nice,
Or
though.
popular opinion, actually. I think Nkunku gets sold in summer.
My starting 11. Petrovic's gone now, so it will have to be.
Who's that?
One of their 9 keepers.
Yeah, facts.
Okay.
My starting 11 has to be Sanchez. Gusto, because Reece can't play. Well, can we?
Reece is back.
matches now. Yeah. So if he's not injured still, it'll be Reece. Centre back partnership, we don't have a choice. Fofana and Cole will have to work. It has to work. Like there's no other choice. Badia Shield can't play again. All
His
right.
confidence.
Tosin Adebayo.
Tosin can come in as a sub. I'm
Can't
not.
start.
No.
How come?
It's one of them ones where if you pick a partnership, build on that partnership. I don't like interchanging.
But what do you rate him? Do you?
I don't not rate him. I'm indifferent about him. It's just like, okay, he's coming. But yeah, it'll have to be that partnership because I don't like them chopping and changing partnerships. Kukureya,
Your boy.
my boy, my dog.
Ooh, this is where it gets.
It's not
This is where it
tricky.
gets it's not you. It's
Enzo
not
out the
tricky.
midfield.
No, but the thing is, right? If Lavia is injured, right? I don't know how long he's injured for.
He'll be
Everyone
back
fit,
after the
everyone fit.
international
Yeah,
break.
if
no?
Everyone's fit.
Yeah.
Lavia, Caicedo, pivot.
Okay.
Okay, I would put Cole Palmer in a 10. Right?
Would you not put Felix in the 10?
Oh,
No, wait. Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
What?
Now,
no,
Cole
no,
Palmer.
Oh no! I feel like I'm digging myself.
No.
Oh, wait, would you
Cole
put Felix
Palmer in
false
the
9 actually?
I wouldn't put in false 9.
Because what you can do, Neto.
This is the problem. Like, this is the issue.
You just gotta lock it in right now.
Every Chelsea.
Come on, man.
It's so hard. I stand on Madueke starting
Okay.
All good.
on the right. I stand on that. My left now.
Sanch, Neto.
Sancho
Misha
is
Mudryk.
not. Sancho and Mudryk are not starting. They're no starters, right? They're benches. Okay, that's simple as that.
I
So
agree.
it's between
Simple
Felix
as
and
that.
Nkunku.
It's between Felix and Nkunku.
What?
And
No,
who-
Neto.
The thing is,
Or
right,
Neto actually.
the Felix and Nkunku for my 9 because I'm not giving Jackson.
I actually
yeah.
like, sorry, let me not
Do you know
lie.
what?
I actually like Jackson.
Nah, I
I
think
Do you
don't
know
he's
what?
so
Do you know what?
niche.
Do you know what? Jackson, in my eyes, you remember I told you last season that he's got the potential.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know anymore. And yes, he scored a couple of goals in the last 3 games, fine. But the yap, the talking,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know
big
he was
fan.
this much of a yapper,
He's
but
too much.
He looks like
It's
it, though.
too much. It's too much for me. I don't like that in any player. I just don't like it. I don't like a yapper, a talker. I don't like it. In terms of like what will probably flow better, I think Neto on the wing would flow better than Felix being there because Felix drifts in too centrally. Sometimes I like traditional wingers, and you get that in Madueke and you get that in Neto, right? Your 9, I would start Nkunku there. Oh God,
So Felix is on the bench.
Felix on the bench,
that's a nice bench. I wish.
Jackson on the bench.
I was seeing some Ethan
Chelsea
Wilson
got a strong
again.
bench.
It was on Pluto.
Our bench
Allow
is
him,
strong
man, allow
going
him.
forward. A strong bench going forward is fine, but it doesn't matter when your midfield is getting ran through. So, do you know what I mean?
You got some options for midfield on your bench as well, though.
Like who?
Enzo's not in this 3 right now. No?
Okuchuku and Kanye
Yeah,
Chukwuemeka.
Chukwuemeka's gone. Kari
about
Chukwuemeka's going.
To where?
He's
United,
playing with the
hopefully.
kids.
Oh, he's been exiled as well.
Like,
Should have got him, you know.
I know.
such a shame. But yeah, no, we're not gonna go into that. But that's my 11.
Kieran Dewsbury Hall.
What about him?
I actually forgot about that guy.
I can't believe
Apparently,
Chelsea.
he's looked underwhelming.
All right, so
We'll speak another time.
We've got a second leg with
We
Field
do.
of Play,
We
so
do.
make sure you are following them. Make sure you are subscribed to all their channels. Make sure you are subscribed on Apple, Spotify, Instagram, TikTok, everything, right? Because we're gonna be back on this very,
100%.
very soon.
100.
This has been an interesting episode. God damn.
Therapy session.
Man United fans, I hope you had some therapy from this. Referees, PGMOL, if you are watching this, that is at Shy Carter.
Thanks. I didn't say a word.
Carter. Look at she's standing strong. She's like, come at me then. All right, guys, make sure you are fully subscribed to at Gold Diggers UK, at Gold Diggers UK _ on Instagram, Gold Diggers UK on TikTok and Twitter. Make sure you're following us all individually as well. And goddamn, we'll see you next week. See ya.